Okay, welcome back, Tony Mcstravick again, and in this video what we're going to do is we are going to upload, let me just show you this, our image, your image, to fit into this little photo picture here, and we're also going to create an avatar, an image here for all your blog posts. Okay, so what I did say to you in the previous video is that we're going to have to come out of easy mode, and I want you to use easy mode, especially if you're a beginner with everything else. But there's just a few things that we're going to do now which we're going to have to exit easy mode to be able to do this. So exit easy mode and you go to the normal WordPress dashboard. I want you to come over to appearance over here on the left hand side, come down to home photo. Okay, so when you click on home photo, you can upload your image here. Now this image needs to be 200, there it is there, 277 pixels by 277 pixels. So if you're au fait and you know the likes of Photoshop or any of those other software, then this will be a walk in the park for you. If you don't, I'm just going to show you how I do mine, because I am not technically gifted and I really do hate the technical side of it, but it needs to be done. Let me just assure you, when it's done, it's done. And we want to get you, the most important thing is to have a nice looking blog. So if your image is not 277 pixels by 277 pixels, what you can do, if you've got Paint on your PC or your laptop, then you can shorten it down. Okay, you can shorten it, so, or you can reduce the size, should I say. So let me just open up here and grab an image. Let me see where we go into the website. Let me grab one of me and my daughter. That's me and Shannon. Now this is how I do it. What you need to do first, once you've got the Paint and you've selected your image, is you want to select all on the image. We then want to crop it, and then it will give you this little target thing here. So what you want to try and do, and like I say, I'm not an expert, I'm just trying to give you a helping hand to show you how I do it. These type of things, you know, I'm not technically gifted at, but I just get them done, and the same can be said for you. So what we want to do is to create a reasonably sized image, so like a box. Yeah, and we want to try and, you know, get that as square as we can. It should be about there. It looks pretty square. And then what we want to do, we want to crop it so it's kind of square looking, because 277 by 277 is a square. Then what we need to do then is to resize it. So again, select all, resize. Okay, we want it in pixels because it's 277 pixels, so this isn't going to be too far off. Say 277. So we got it at 260. It's going to be a little bit short, but just for, you can play around with this until you get it right. But if you take off the maintain aspect ratio and take that 266 out, put in 277, it's going to stretch it a little bit, but it's not going to be too bad. And we press OK. Now that's at 277 by 277, and then what we do then is we just crop it. Crop. So that's the image that I'm going to put into the header, the image for the header. Okay. Now let me just save that, and I'll save that as, say, 277. I'm going to override a picture here that I've already got of myself and Shannon. Save that. Yes, override it. Okay, I'm just going to minimize this. So what you want to do then, I mean, you'll have here the image of David Wood and his good lady. So what you then need to do is browse your computer. We're going to find that image, which is here, the 277. We're going to upload it, and that's it done. Now one thing that might happen here is the other image will be caught up in your cache. Let me just see if we open this into another browser. Let's close this one off. Open this up into another browser. You can see that the image is still there. So there's a couple of things that we can do. If you go up to Tools, Recent History, on Cookies and Cache, clear now for the last hour. Now then, what I want you to do is then to go back in log back in to your back office. You want to click on, go straight into the blog. So you've come back out and you're going back in. Now let's just hope now that that image has changed, and there it is. Okay, so you can play around with the paint until you get it right. You're not going to break it. Now failing that, if you're really non-technical at all, there's a place where you can go which is fantastic, and it's a place called Fiverr.com. So if you go to Fiverr.com, when you go to Fiverr.com, go over to graphics, click on graphics, and you can either go Photoshop. I think there should be photo here. Click on photo, and then you've got all these people here that will do wonderful things with whatever photo that you want. I mean, if you've got an image that you wanted to use as a header and you wanted the background taken out of it, you wanted it black or white, these people here can do so much, and for $5. So if you're really stuck, go over here, join it. It takes 2 seconds to join. When you're in there, you know, just go down to one of these that you're happy with. I can't see one here, but look, you can, or you can request a gig and just say, listen, I've got a photo, it's such and such a size, I need it reduced to 277 pixels by 277 pixels, and they will do that. And look, see, this particular website, you can get so much done for $5. So if you're ever stuck with anything technically, there's a lot of technical people here as well. There's the technology side of it. What I would do if you're going over here, when I'm looking for a job done, I'd go by ratings, okay, as opposed to the auto there, or the feature ones. So I know that when it runs from top to bottom, these guys are pretty much trusted and have a good reputation. Okay, so hopefully that helps you out. That's Fiverr.com. If you're really stuck and you want it done for $5, just go there. So let me get back to where we were. So that's the image for our header. And now what we want to do, and what I'll also cover here as well, just very briefly before we go into the avatar, if you want a background image, okay, let me just click on that. And I've got a little image here just on the right hand side of my blog. Let me just show you the way that that looks. You know, just over here on the right hand side, I just wanted to put something. You can put nothing in there. You can have all the background white. I'll show you how to do that as well. But yeah, if you want an image over here on the right hand side, you can play around with it a little bit, because you can have it on the left if you like, and then save changes. I'll not go into it because again, sometimes you'll have to clear your cache and log in and log out, but you can have it tiled so it looks like that right the way through you know, your blog. You can have it tiled horizontally like that at the top, or vertically on the other side. I just keep mine on the right hand side with no repeat. Okay, so I'm just going to keep it the way that it was. So if you wanted an image in the back, you can do that. You can play around with this. You're not going to break it. Just browse your computer, pick an image. I don't know what size these are, but you could get one to fit the whole background, or you can just have one. Like I've done on the right hand side. I just wanted a nice little image there. And again, that's the giant causeway in Northern Ireland, a wonderful place if you want somewhere to go and have a nice Sunday walk, or if you're ever visiting Northern Ireland. So that's the image taken care of, the header image, and that's also the image on the background. We've taken care of that. What we need to do now is to create an avatar, and we're going to go to a website called Gravatar.com, which is this one here. If you just typed in www.gravatar.com, it would get you there, get you here to this page. I say get your Gravatar today, so you want to click on that. And then what you want to do, you want to pick your email address. I'm going to go for admin here, one of my admin accounts. Sign up. All right, so they've sent me an email. to that address. So once you sign up with that respective email, now this email has to be the email that is registered to your Empower Network blog. So that email has to be registered, the one that you register your Empower Network with. Apologies guys if I'm being redundant, but I just want to go slow and make sure that you really get this. So now I've got to go over to, okay, so I'm over in my email. I've gone into my email. Now what we have to do once you've got that email is then to click on the link to activate. I'll just take my good friend Brian out there. Put in a username and we'll go for Tony Muck S. Let's see if that one's in there. Tony Muck S is available. We're going to create a password here and then put that password in again, and then we want to sign up. Now what we want to do then, oops, looks like you don't have any images yet. Let's click on this one, add one by clicking here. You can browse the internet or get it from wherever you want to get it, but I'm going to take the same one that I've taken for my header image just to keep it simple here. I'm going to browse, we're going to take Shannon at that, myself and my daughter. We're going to click next. Okay, there we've got the image there. You can play around with this. There's a large image, small image, crop and finish. You want it G-rated, and that's it done. Now it might take a couple of minutes, half an hour for the system to upload, but that's everything that you need to be doing on your blog. Okay, so that's everything that's taken care of. If you just followed this video through, stop it and start it, then you can add whatever image that you want in here. Just get it to 277 pixels. We've got the image, the Gravatar image here. I mean, obviously I couldn't change this because I've already got this one down here, but your image, whatever you put into the Gravatar, within a couple of minutes, half an hour, just give it a bit of time for the system to catch up. It'll come in there, and if I've already shown you how to put in a background. Now play around with this, you know, you're not going to break it. Try other images if you like, or just to keep it plain at the back. You can do that also. It's just very simple. So I hope that's been of assistance. What we're going to do in the next video is just prepare the blog, just to make sure that there's a few things that we need to tweak before we really get down to the nitty-gritty and we start blogging and driving some real targeted traffic to our blog. So I'll see you in the next video.